It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We are talking not just music on the show today, but your job application. With an estimated unemployment rate of 25% in South Africa, competition for every job out there is definitely fierce, and this is where you need to listen up. CVs literally have 30 seconds to impress the person who is reading it. So they have a choice to either put it on that recycle pile or to put it on the call back pile before you're getting that call. Well, CV resume writer and career coach Leigh-Anne Smith is here in our studio to talk us through that process and also the golden rules that we need in order to get our CV into tip-top shape so that it can impress people. Leigh-Anne, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Let's get into it. I mean, so many people forward even their CVs to me thinking that we can do something with it. The question is, you know, each position that we apply for, you kind of want to hand in the same CV. Should we be able to send the same CV to every job that we apply for?
It's really important actually to try to target your CV to the job that you're applying for. When an employer writes a job description, they're telling you what are the trigger points for them, and you need to speak to those trigger points. But those trigger points aren't going to be the same for every application that you apply to, so it's really important you don't have to do a massive overhaul of the CV, but that you go through the document and make sure that your document actually answers the questions that the employer was asking.
You said something important. So the brief that the employer gives you is actually a question that they're posing, and the CV is the answer. So you will answer the questions that they are asking you in the CV.
Absolutely, and it's important that you answer those questions and put those answers towards the top of the CV and leave things that are less relevant, but maybe important to you, but less relevant to what they were asking towards the back of the CV.
Oh, I like that. Okay, how detailed should we be when putting our CV together, when talking about job experience, and should we add testimonials?
You know, one of the biggest problems that I've seen on CVs that are sent through to me is that people fail to actually elaborate on anything that they've done in the job. Or the next level of mistake is that they'll only write down their job responsibilities. It's almost like they've copied their job profile onto their CV. But the problem with that is you're not actually giving employers details about how you actually did in the job. So it's really important that if you use software, you mention the technical softwares that you've used, how you use them, and really ultimately the impact of what you did and how did it impact the work environment that you were in.
Do we add testimonials?
Absolutely, absolutely. In trying to write your CV, try to stick to the hard skills, you know, those hard softwares that you've used. But testimonials do a great job of actually speaking to the soft skills. Were you a good team player? Were you effective in your job? You can get colleagues or bosses to actually speak to those things, and it's really impactful right off the bat.
I like that. Well, I've got so many questions this morning, and I'm sure you do too. 083-9133728. That number again, 083-9133728. If you have any questions about CVs or even how to construct or put that CV together, today we have the help on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I mean, I want to touch on how much is fluff, how much is correct, how much do you make up for that CV? Well, stay with us. We're going to take your calls on 083-9133728.